You want to talk about that congressman that was all stroked out, and then like, what are we, like 2 months? We're like 2 months into his like job, and he's checked himself into a facility.
I honestly wasn't sure in the lead-in if we were talking about Weinstein or Fetterman, but now I know Fetterman.
Oh yeah. Weinstein is.
Yeah, you're talking about
senile. I might have her name wrong.
Yeah.
Diane Feinstein. She's like 100.
Yeah.
She's ancient, but yeah. So that guy in with the stroke who can't talk.
Yeah,
he's not able to perform his duties.
I think
who predicted this?
Fine, he can't listen.
He's refusing to resign, is what he said. So we'll see how it goes.
Refusing to resign
after hospitalization for depression. So
wait, so you don't think it's depression?
No, that's just what the headline that I saw was. It was just refuses to resign.
Ape.
My problem?
Dude,
his shorts don't complement his calves. Pull him over the knees or drop him down to your ankles. But what he has going on,
I'm gonna be honest.
How do those legs support that much man?
Why is there no leg hair?
Look at this guy for real. He looks like in Men in Black when an alien would do a poor job of impersonating a human being. like everything about him. Like he's oversized to fit like a little person who's operating gears. He's terribly dressed because he has no concept of human clothing or how it should wear. and he's expressionless and he can't like respond to things well because it's an alien operating him, not a human fucking being. So they're translating in there. They're like, I don't know what to say. Just pretend like we can't.
Kyle's cracked.
They bought it. Yeah. They bought it.
He's cracked.
They bought it.
This is an alien overlord, and you people in Pennsylvania thought Dr. Oz was too. For some reason, why did the Republicans send up Dr. Oz?
At least Dr. Oz can hear. And
it's true.
Dr. Oz beat somebody else. I forget who, because he got Trump's endorsement, and a lot of people blame Trump for losing that Senate seat. They flipped it. Because they put up a weak candidate, weak enough that Fetterman could beat him.
That's a good one from Zach. You see that? He said they elected the patient instead of the doctor.
Yeah. They did.
Okay, that's a great one. Like,
apparently, Dr. Oz was like a legitimately good, talented heart surgeon. Like he like innovated in the field of heart surgery. Like I thought he was just
I didn't know.
I don't know, old-timey TV guy selling a magic elixir, because that's
I
what
thought he was
know
Dr.
from.
Phil, not a real heart surgeon.
No, I think Dr. Oz is like a celebrated, talented doctor. Before
I wonder why that didn't show up in the media at the time.
He had a studio audience come in once with samples of their urine so he could smell it.
Is that real?
He's like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're on drugs.
Yeah, he wanted to smell their urine to detect something medical.
I mean, this guy Fetterman. If you can pull up a picture of him again, I just figured out like
I'd have brought him something so horrific to smell.
Did Fetterman used to be like 800 pounds? Because if you look at his body under clothes, he has that extra skin build.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
True.
Like
that's not a bad picture. That's the best.
Well, that we can't see it in a suit because
it doesn't look real.
You can see how it looks like his flesh is sloughing lower.
Dude,
in the t-shirt, you can tell.
So
15104. What's that?
I can't.
My impression.
You tell Obama did not want that kind of a hand.
I think Dr. Oz thinks that oversized clothing makes you look thinner. That's my theory. So he just buys triple extra.
Yeah, and I know, and you know what? That's the most endearing thing about him. I went through that phase too, John.
Let me tell you, I can immediately tell that Fetterman has no like awareness of his body, his size, or he's just stupid. All he needs to do right now is take a half step to the left, and him and the president can hold fucking hands. Right now, it looks like he just caught Obama. He's going thief.
You say thief, I see it differently.
To the left, and we're hand in hand.
John Fetterman caught a fish in this picture. This is happening. He's just showing him off.
That's what I'm saying. He looks like he just caught Obama. Yeah. Obama's like, hell.
Yeah, this guy sucks. He's like
a big retarded white man has me.
He's a big guy who can't speak well or listen at all. Who's in charge of a post that revolves around communication?
Some Martian overlords.
Yeah.
To me, he just looks like the guy that
stupid body
goes through Costco and just goes to the big and large section and just loaded up on that. And that's just been his wardrobe.
Well, that's what you just said, and I wasn't listening. But what are those tattoos?
It says,
are those his victims' birthdays or something? Like,
oh, It is something notable. Like when someone died, what are the?
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
When someone dies.
It's birthdays for sure, right? 5, 18, 15. It's
Passwords.
probably fucking.
Is that where it cuts off?
It's his passwords. He can't remember. These are the launch codes.
Russia has captured Senator Fetterman's arm.
No, I was right. Those are so he was in charge of some district. I forget what it was. And every time somebody was murdered, like there was a violent crime, he tattooed the victim's birth date on his arm.
What a loser.
That's ridiculous.
What a fucking loser.
Didn't do a very good job, did he?
No, he didn't. He's all tatted up now. But the funny thing is, y'all are like, yeah, they started here and they got to there. No. His back is just
no. He looks like a Russian mobster in Eastern Promises when he takes his shirt off and it's just blackness. You can't even see. It's like the number 23 where they're writing numbers over other numbers.
Like fucking Samoan Joe coming out. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
So he was a mayor, and every time someone was killed in his city, he'd get their date. And the other one is a zip code from where he's from.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Remember,
like all politics aside, like if you told me, so the real problem is that he's up there. I would be comfortable with him saying, "I'm out. This is my deputy governor or whatever the position is. Like this is my second in command here. Fucking Bill." And as long as Bill is like semi-qualified, right? Slide him in there, and maybe Mr. Fetterman can like help Bill along the way, and he could be Mr. Fetterman's interpreter to some regard.
How about you reach across the aisle, let Dr.
Don't give me a fucking representative that's literally stroked out, that's literally diminished, that's literally brain damaged, that's now in a hospital hiding because his head doesn't work. He can't.
But Kyle, why does it matter if elected officials are brain damaged?
Doesn't matter to me, but if I was in Pennsylvania, I would care. I mean, look, as a forced non-voter, I'm a little ashamed of Marjorie Taylor. She makes a real scene every now and then, and they're like, "Yep, from the 15th district of Georgia," and it's like, shit.
Did you see her call for a civil war, like a national divorce? She called it.
I know all about that. Yep, she referred to it.
What a lame way to refer to a civil war.
Well, she doesn't want a civil war. She's like, she wants to secede, but see, and of course it is. Look, this is what people do when they want you to talk about it. They say stupid, ridiculous things so that people who know better will go and say, well, doesn't she know this, that, and the other? The answer is yes, she does, because she plays a stupid person on the internet. She happens to be a multimillionaire who's done nothing but win as far as I've seen her. I see her on the national global stage out of the 15th district of Georgia. Somehow she's in shouting matches with the president of the United States on a bi-yearly basis. I
think her strategy is just to polarize her way to the top.
Yes. Thank you. She doesn't want a fucking civil war. She wants to keep running the greater 50. Okay. She doesn't want to be a congresswoman of 13 states. No, she's happy. You really think I need less power. That's what I need. I need less power. No, fuck her. She wants us to talk about her. Stop talking about it. That's why her commercials have her shooting a Barrett 50 cal and blowing up a car full of tannerite. I know a little bit about
pretty
this.
Cool.
She wants you to talk about her.
Well, it's working. Here we are.
Yeah, that's Kyle's point. Yeah, it works. Intellectually, I know all this. Intellectually, I understand that she's not really trying to govern. She's sort of auditioning for the next right-wing media position that opens up. She's trying to win elections by super motivating a small base instead of appealing to everybody. Like, I get it, but I'm still like, this bitch called for a civil war. This is like traitorous. Don't people see it? Then
it's not traitorous. We live in a republic, and I think the state should absolutely be able to secede. Like what if our government like started rounding up all of a certain group of people? They were like, we need to imprison anyone who's this color, and they're like euthanizing them. Our government has turned against us. We need to secede. Like I don't know, but and let's pretend it's the Western states. They've turned evil, right? Like not the liberal states, not the conservative states. The West went evil on us. We would want to secede away from the West, or we would want to like cut them out and like push them aside because a war had to be fought, because for whatever reason the whole West Coast is now like West Coast surfer dude Nazis, and they're killing all and they're killing anybody who's like lighter than taupe.
It does feel
like they got Kanye,
that,
like he's not even black enough,
and it was not tan.
We do like all those founding fathers. We're all about them all the time, and they were seceding. So if we're gonna be consistent, we got to allow seceding, but only if like
the funny part
it's
is
good for content.
You know what? The problem is when you say something like that too. Well, the funny thing is the funny joke that goes back and forth, and the game that's played is the other side says, well, let's look at the federal money that goes in and out of the states that would supposedly be seceding. Oh, look at you, Kentucky, $2.8 billion in the hole. Look at you, Louisiana, $2.2 billion in the hole. And it's like going down there. I was like, please not Georgia. We're in the blue. I'm pretty sure.
Are you?
Positive? I think we make more than we take in. But most of the South, is on the welfare system.
By and large, the blue states are supporting the red states.
Sure,
not
absolutely.
exclusively.
And there, I think there might be reasons for that. Like maybe
the financial sector being in a blue state. It's just more profitable industries in a lot of blue states.
It seems like the raw goods
population.
It seems like the raw goods come from the red states, and then they get transposed and transformed in the blue states.
Isn't that because there would be a lot of government deals for people that do the manufacturing of raw materials. There seem to be a lot of subsidies in that area.
Farmers are welfare
stuff.
divas.
Yeah, so they get all the discounts and then they ship it to the actual where they make the rest of it. But yeah,
dude, they pay farmers to throw shit away.
They don't know they're socialists. Farmers, they don't realize they're communists, but they are.
Well, I mean, the government won't let them operate in a free market anyway. When they start paying you not to grow corn, right? Like the government's already told you, like, we're not going to work in a free market economy right off the bat because we'll pay you not to make your corn. So they're just playing by the rules.